Recently I decided to take my Sony PlayStation Portable out of the closet and then also try to fix some issues that I had with the charger. But now it's up and running, guys, and I'm having tons of fun with all the homebrews, and I want to show you some that I believe are very, very cool. So if you are into like retro things like this and you do own a Sony PlayStation Portable, you can go on gamebrew.org. There is tons of homebrew, but what I'm showing you in this video is something very, very cool. So I'm just going to hook up my PSP to the speakers, and I want to demonstrate you something is called iDaft. And honestly, this thing is pretty cool. I'm gonna put a link down below in the video description or in the comments for you to check these homebrews, but let me let me demonstrate this to you. Alright, so this apparently is a Daft Punk song. Work it, make it, do it. It is completely sampled. So how does it work? Alright, let me try to play the music for you. Alright, so you can stop the music. And now see.
Work it, make it, do it, make sense.
You see? This is so cool.
Make it, do it, make sense. Work it, better, faster, stronger.
Also, you have
After,
access to different samples by just using the triggers.
after, work it, over, ever, work it.
And believe it or not, I have a feeling that this thing also is able to play two sounds at the same time, which means polyphony. I'm not sure. Yeah, it actually can do this. Let's see if we can play four samples together. We can, yeah. And this changes the music.
Work it, make it, do it, make sense, work it, make it, do it, make sense.
So apparently those are your low samples, your high samples, and you have also some very high ones. Let me demonstrate this to you. So I'm gonna start, I'm gonna play the beat. Yeah, this is absolutely cool, man. I can tell you. I really love it. Alright, now let's go back and I want to show you something else. There are tons of cool things out there, and by the way, some of these things are from the very old days, like 5-10 years ago, but there are some very new things, like people are actively developing. There is a Minecraft mod, goddammit, I'm gonna show this to you. It's absolutely phenomenal. Now allow me to show you ToneMatrix 0.09. This thing is, I can tell, I really love it. So it's a drum machine with a sequencer, which means that we have some drum samples there. You can arrange them, which is the sequencer, so you can play them. So if you probably have like multiple PSPs, you can probably do a whole song on it. How does it work? You can see this is the sequencer. So if you press start, you have the option to modify the tempo, which is the BPM, the beats per minute. You can save the song, lower the song, but you know, enough talking. Let me just demonstrate what you can do. So with the X button, I can apparently lay out notes like this. You can also delete them if you don't like, just like highlight them and just go and delete them. All right, like this. The O button is for the playing, so let me just lay some samples. And this is absolutely fantastic. Now I can stop this, I can play this along. Alright, so I muted now all the channels and I'm only playing this one. Now back to this. Alright, everything's muted. Now I'm playing only channel number 3. Now only the first channel. You can select, highlight, and do stuff like I can tell you, it's really impressive that people out there went and they created those tools. There are plenty of other things. This is not just games. With that said, the next thing I want to demonstrate to you is mind-blowing. Now it's up to a level that not all is supported and not all works, but just as a concept, and it's still very usable, by the way. So enough talking, let me just go and try to show you. It is called the OneShell. All right, I'm gonna start OneShell. So you have now something that looks like this. You have the mouse, you can go around, there is system, so I can go inside system, I can load some application. You can see I can now access all my files that are on the PSP, you know, with the proper Windows support. There is also the PPSP emulator, which I can launch and directly launch some of my ROMs from this OneShell, which is so cool. You can see all my ROMs are here. If I don't like this, I can just go and minimize it. And then when I go here on the start button and I click it, I'm gonna get access to more applications. Now, not all of them works, but some of them work, and it's just so cool. We have, for example, like OneNote. Let me just try to open OneNote, see if this is gonna work. Loading application. Yeah, you can see you have like a text editor. If you wanna minimize it, you can just click here and then it's gonna be gone. Then I have a gallery. I have also a proper explorer. So my file explorer and my emulator. So this is multitasking somehow on a PSP. That's absolutely phenomenal. This is a thing from the past, I think, I'm not sure, 2009. And it's so amazing that people out there went and they spent their free time doing this nice homebrew out for free. So I believe that all of these great guys out there, they deserve a lot of respect. Hence I'm doing this video to just try to showcase that the Sony PSP is not forgotten, alright? Like, it might be already a very old console, 20 years old since I guess like the first release. Mine is I think 17 years because it's the PSP 3000, but it is still kicking ass out there. And speaking about kicking ass, now I'm gonna blow your mind with some things that actually never officially existed for the PSP. Let's do this. Now allow me to show you Minecraft PSP edition. So this is a developer, Regen developer, and Alex Dev, I guess. And I'm gonna just click play. All right, so I can go and create a new world and I can totally randomize it. You can choose your world type. It can be flat, it can be default. There is the game mode, survival, the creative, the hardcore. I'm gonna go survival. The bonus chest I'm gonna put on, and I'm going to hit the create world, and you can see it's actually going to generate a new world. And at this point of time I was thinking, yeah, maybe, you know, like maybe a nice try. No, it's a proper game. You know, it will generate a world, hopefully, and it's going to launch it and it's going to be playable. So how does it play? All right, apparently I can move left and right like this, up and down. All right, and with this button I can move around, so I can totally navigate. We have a friend here. What if you want to do some digging? It works like this. All right, just kill the chicken. Minecraft on a PlayStation Portable. Is this not amazing? I can tell you. But all right, what about this? Doom, okay? Doom for the PlayStation Portable. All right, you have CPU settings. I know you can decide to overclock if you don't want to do this. Like, there are a lot of settings that you can apply even before the game is started. Okay, so yeah, this is a bit too sensitive, I guess, but you probably can tweak this in. So left, right. Okay, this is the strafing, and this is firing. Let's try to see if we can kill someone. All right, I'm gonna open the door. This guy was... And testing Doom will not really feel complete if I don't test this thing here. Interstice-ProQuake 5.2, I guess. Let's try to start it. Oh my god. Okay, I need to play with this button separately. Left and right. How do I go left and right? Oh, okay, I got it. So front direction, back direction, and this is left and right. This is definitely not so straightforward, and I do believe that you should be probably able to adjust the controls. Once you get it, it's going to be a fun experience. So move forward. All right. Oh my god. So now let me show you how easy you can install this thing. So I'm just going to connect my PSP to my PC. Okay. And I'm gonna scroll down here to shooter. By the way, this thing here, Nazi Zombies Portable, you can see that it has a nightly build. This thing is updated very often. It's a portable Call of Duty Zombies demake powered by various enhanced forks of the Quake engine. So I'm just gonna download it from here directly, so you can see you can install this on all kind of platforms. I'm going to install the one for the PSP. You can see 2 days ago. And then I'm going to show you how easy is this installation. It's practically there. You just need to extract the whole zip folder to the PSP game folder. And now I'm going to show you how easy the installation is. So this is the downloaded game. I'm going to extract it on my PC. On the left side, I see my PSP. So I need to go inside the PSP folder and then inside the game folder. And then practically just take this folder and just copy and paste it there. So this is the NZ portable. I'm just gonna select Control C, the copy, and I'm just gonna hit Control V or paste, practically copying it over to my PSP. And then together with you, we're gonna try to launch this for the first time and see if the installation is successful. But the installation is practically just unzipping some Homebrew packages and throwing them on your PSP that is connected to your PC. And it's probably gonna be faster that way because right now I'm using the USB mode on my PSP, which means it's connected to the PC. But hey, who cares? Like, the biggest things are gonna be like 100 megabytes. So, okay, I'm going to press now the X button and I'm gonna disconnect my PSP. And now I will head over to the memory stick. And if everything is correct, we should be able to see that new game. All right, NZP. And here we are, the game started. By the way, the last update, as I read it, was like from days ago. All right, I can go inside the settings. There are graphic settings. Show FPS, I'm going to enable this. Max FPS, I'm gonna go to the max FPS. My brightness is just too much, but nevertheless, this thing you can see pretty playable. And the FPS, it's good. Okay, here they are. Oh, game over. Yeah, this is the game over. Game over for me again. Nevertheless, I wanted to show you that things are possible on the PSP. If you have enjoyed this video, you can also check my video on how to install a custom firmware and revive your PSP in 2026. And I have to get better at these games. Stay safe, VST over, and bye.